Hello. So I will try to code an image color extractor in less than 15 lines of code. And yeah, if you want to read about the code in detail, the link would be in the description. If you want to have this code for yourself, the link for this code GitHub repository will be in the description. Go and check out and make sure to leave a star on a repository and uh, if uh, if you wanna if there is something which I need to explain, I will try to explain you in a simpler word. Or if there is anything which I have made a video in I have previously made video, I will put it in the iCard so that you can go ahead and watch it and have an in-depth knowledge about it. So there's that, but I will make sure that you get at least the hang of it. So what is image color extractor? So let's say if you're watching some beautiful movie, let's say you are watching Christopher Nolan movie, Michael Bay movie, Sanjay Leela Bansali movie, and you love the frame, you love the color of that frame, and you just wanted to extract those colors for yourself to make some projects or some UI based on that color. So how we can extract those colors from images, we will look how we can code that. And because I'm talking about beautiful looking frames, so in like in India there is a very there is a director who colors or make frames very beautifully in his movie. It's Sanjay Leela Bhansali. So I have took an image of a Sanjay Leela Bhansali movie, which is this. And if I open it, you can see that there are there are different colors and beautiful framing, and you can see orange, yellow, purple, light light blue, aqua blue, and everything. So I think this is a beautiful frame. This is from a movie Devdas starring SRK and Ashwarya. So there is a little bit of cinema knowledge there. So yeah, um, so I will try to extract these colors using this image, and I'm using Google Colab because all you have to do is just Google Colab Google, and you will. Okay, let me show you. It would be more easier. Just uh, Google Colab. Just do this collab notebook and click on this link, and this should open up. And I'm using this because it is pre-built with all the libraries which we will use, and that makes our development easy for a smaller project, and project which we want, which we can run immediately. So let's go ahead and code it. And sorry for the external noises if they are coming. I'm recording this on 1st of January, so there can be a there can be a noise from outside. Um, so let's do this. So what we will have, we will first go ahead and say from PIL, import image. So what is PIL? So let's first learn about PIL library. So PIL library is a free library that's allow Python to process image, right? So we will just import images so that we can work with images using PIL image. Okay. Now after doing this, we will go ahead and say image dot open, and we will just put our file name there, which is Devdas Devdas I got sorry, PNG. So we will run this. So what it will do, it will import the image from PIL library, and yeah, it will open this frame at our image here, and we will go ahead and work with this image now. So I will import NumPy. So NumPy is used for mathematical computation, and it is very like it is used heavily in machine learning and machine learning loosely. Artificial intelligence is an advanced form of machine learning. If you want to learn about it, I have made a video on machine learning from basic to advanced. I will pin it in iCard and in end of a video, so you can have a watch there about supervised learning and unsupervised learning. So import NumPy, but for learning sake, let's see what is NumPy. So NumPy library. So, an open source Python library that provides support for multi-dimensional array matrices and a variety of mathematical function to operate on them. So, why we are using NumPy? So, obviously, there is a use of KMean. That's why I have opened a KMean tab to explain. So, if we look closely in a computer or assembly term, these images are is made by 0 1, representing 0 1. So where there is black, there is one. There where there is white, there is zero, or vice versa. So this image is nothing but an array of multidimensional array of 0 and 1. So when this image goes through our libraries and all, it is actually it actually goes as a multidimensional array to our CPU, so it can work on it. After that, we will import matplotlib, which is a plotting library. We use it for graph and all, matplotlib and plt. So again, what is matplotlib? Let's go ahead and matplotlib library in Python. So a comprehensive library for creating static, animated, and interactive visualization in Python. So we will use PLT as PLT. So uh, where we have to call matplotlib.pyplot. We can if we import as PLT, so we can write as PLT. It would mean that we are importing matplotlib.pyplot there. Then we will go ahead and import uh, one more module from matplotlib, uh, and that is image s. Sorry, dot uh, image as MPIMG. So what is this? Sorry, PIMG. So what this means? Let's see what this means. Let me copy and again go on Google, and yeah. So what is this? Okay, so importing image data into NumPy array, what I told you just few minutes ago. So when we import it as a dot again MPIMG, so it's basically taking an image and making multi-dimensional array out of it, so we can work on it, and then we will run it so that it is imported correctly. Now we will just go ahead and make an tuple. What is tuple? Tuple. If you have ever worked on Python, you know what is tuple. But before that, so it is, as you can see, it is autocorrect. It is giving me this. I would say autocorrect. Uh, because Google Colab comes with AI integrated in it, so it is helpful to have it. But I would prefer that you type so that you get the habit of typing the code. So there's that. So I will just go ahead and say read this image, and obviously image has a width, height, and dimension. I will say take with the height and dimension of an image, and we will work with that. So we will say tuple, which is a data type in your Python. So to check again, what is tuple? So tuple in Python, an immutable ordered collection of an element that encloses the parentheses separated with comma. Immutable is once a tuple is created, it cannot be changed. Okay, ordered, the item of tuple are defined in an order, cannot be changed. So basically, it's, I would say it is very loosely works as an array. So I'm using loosely because we use tuple in Python, an array in Java, C++, C and all. So we will say image shape. So it is saying that if we will just press tab, it will accept it. Okay. it will take this image and it will break down this image in width, height, and dimension. So basically, we are taking image and we are getting that image shape. So basically, what it is doing, it will take this part and make it will create an tuple out of it where it will store the width of an image, height of an image, and dimension of that image. And then I can say pixels. Okay, now we will, because we have that data, now we can work around that data. So pixel, and it is again showing me what I have to do, which is image dot reshape width into height into dimension, and we will exactly do this, but we will use it numpy dot reshape, because we have to take that, and it's a we have to take that and make a color palette of out of it. So we will reshape it into 1D, so one dimension, right? Right now it is in multi-dimension. We have to take it and create a one dimensional tuple. So it will take a image as a parameter and width into height and dimension as a parameter, which it is showing. So I will just say tab, and it will autofill that code again. Then all we will use scalar, which is scikit-learn library. Um, and as you can see, it is showing me scikit-learn clusters import KMeans. So what is sklearn? Let's first understand sklearn library. So it has different types of machine learning algorithm, like K-means algorithm. You have if I'm not wrong, it also has a logistic regression, linear regression, uh, and if classification algorithm like decision tree and all. So these are the algorithm which are used in machine learning. If you want to learn about machine learning, there is a video on this channel. Again, in I tab, I will put, and you can check it out. And I have explained you the code and everything there. So sklearn is an open source data analysis library and the gold standard for machine learning in Python ecosystem. So that's what I just told you. And we are using K-means algorithm. So what is K-means algorithm? So you have this random data set. Okay, you have this random data set. So we don't know if this is an orange or an apple, or this is an apple or an grape. So basically, let's say it consists of apple, oranges, and grape. Before K means, we don't know what which data point is an orange, which data point is an apple, which data point is a grape. And as you can see that we draw lines, you can say boundaries, and we separate it. Like k-means goes through every data point and it will check, okay, this is an orange, so put it in the orange cluster. This is an apple, put it in an apple cluster. This is a grape, put it in a grape cluster. So this is what it does. So to explain, to learn about it more, again check iCard, and there will be an video. So again, why we are using k-means here? Because you don't know which color belongs where, right? So it will go ahead and go through all the data point, all the uh, like our dimension and everything, and check, okay, if there is a blue, put it in a blue cluster. If there is a purple, put it in a purple cluster, and it will create a bracket. So that's why we are using k-means. So sklearn import clusters. So again, I have just imported k-means and n cluster. So it is basically how many clusters you want. So let's say we want 10 colors from this frame. So I will just remove this and I will say n cluster, n colors. Okay. I don't want you to complete. I just want to write code and explain it. Just give me break. N colors. I need 10 colors. So I will go ahead and say 10, and I will do model. We will make a model, and I will say, okay, what we can do, we can uh, obviously call k-means algorithm, and we will just put this n color, which will be equal to number of clusters we want. because we want 10 brackets to have 10 different colors. So we will say n clusters. Okay, don't get crazy. Again, clusters is equals to n color. Okay, so it will create number of colors is equals to number of clusters, basically 10 brackets of 10 different colors. I'm using these words loosely, so take with a caution and all. So because see, there are certain words which means a lot, but to explain it, to get a hang of it, I'm just using it loosely. So let's say if you learn about clusters in a different form, in a different algorithm, that would mean something different in a different algorithm. So don't get confused there. So random state. So obviously we are just here creating that bracket of different colors. So I will say random state 42. I will give it and dot fit pixels. So I have to fit it, obviously do the fitting of pixels. Where is our pixels? Pixels is there. So we want our pixels to get in that grid. Okay. After doing that, let's remove this. Now what I can say, I have to create a palette, color palette. So I will say P-A-L-E-T-T-E, Okay, palette. Now what we can do to create a palette, we can say np dot, because again, mathematical, we are we have to create palette. Every color has a value from 0 to 255. So again, it will go through all the pixels, all the colors, and it will try to create a palette. You int I think 8, 64, 32-bit, 16-bit, 8-bit. So I will go for 8-bit. You int 8, and I will say model dot cluster dot center. So if you will, like, let's say, want to know about it, you can just go and while it was there, okay, let me show you. It will show you the details. Let's say if I say model dot c, so it is showing you that you can auto complete this by doing this. And I don't know why it is not showing, but while you do this, it will show the detail about what it is doing there. So basically what it will do, it will take your model, which is this, and random state and number color. It will fit the pixels and create a palette in 8-bit. And now I don't have to do this. What I want is show that palette to us. So I will say plt dot I am show palette. I just want you to show palette, and I will say plt dot show. So it will just show us a palette which it has created of 10, I think, hopefully colors. If I run this, so there is some, okay, image w image shape. So there is something which is not right here. So tuple, okay, image. So I have image there. Okay, it's in quotes. It would not be in quotes. It's treating it as a string. On tuple. Okay, let's see. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And what it is showing us, it's showing us purple only. Why? So there is some error. So we have image or shape, pixels, and we reshape image. So this is the problem when we autocorrect. It takes uh, random things and fill out from clusters. Import KMeans, which is I think right, and colors is 10. Model KMeans is also right, and clusters n is equals to n colors, which is also right. Random state is 42. Pixel. Am I putting the no the name of this is also right? Okay, KMeans. So I think there is some palette KMeans unit model. So KMeans. Okay, KMeans. We have KMeans and clusters. And clusters is also right. And colors, random state. 42 is also right. Fit pixels is also right. Image WHD is also right. Palette. Okay, palette np dot unit 8 is also right. Model dot clusters center is also right. PLT. I'm sure. Okay, I got this. So, okay, it would be in this. Silly mistake. Now we will get our palette, hopefully. Okay, do it. Okay, it's now showing black all of a sudden now. So, PALETTE. Okay, PLT, I'm sure. So why it's not getting the color out of my image? Is there any issue with the image? I don't think so, or it is just taking this part. Can I change this to 6 colors? Let's see. Okay, so model and cluster and color. What's going wrong here? Fit pixels is also right. What is the issue? WHD. Okay, I have to. So I just tried a different way, and what I found out is that instead of just taking this with emping, we will use it, but we can directly do this because we can actually, yeah, we can just say image, and we can go ahead and say image.png, and instead of creating tuple we can just convert that image into array. I can convert this image into array because again images are made with RGB, so red, green and blue, and we can segregate with red, green and blue. So we can go ahead and say image is equals to our image file, then we can say image is equals to image dot open, and we will just go ahead and give our image not okay. I just don't want this again to autocomplete and screw this all, and convert that image into RGB. So we will convert this into RGB, and after converting it we don't need to have a tuple there, we because we are converting that image into RGB, and we will store that values in our array. So we will go ahead and say image image uh, np, which is our numpy, an array, and it will take image and again this will be like this only, and everything I think from here will be like this only. So I have tried with a 6 color, so I'm getting 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's go ahead and change it to 10 and run it. I think it would be running fine now because we are converting into RGB and then we are passing it as, yeah. So as you can see, now we are getting a proper palette. You can do, let's say, 25 colors from that image if it has 25 colors. Okay, so it will give us colors, a value from 0 to, again, from 0 to 255. So we can basically go ahead and ask for, let's go crazy and can we ask for 50 colors? I'm just having fun now. So come on, come on, come on, come on, do it. Okay, waiting, 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 and yeah, it is giving 50 colors. So for sake of it, let's keep it down to 7. So yeah, what we were doing, we were just converting that into tuple. We don't need to do that. It is better to do it like this because it is compatible with that and this code and all. So what I had made changes, I just said our image is this, and we will open an image and convert that image into red, green, blue, because images are made with the combination of red, green, and blue, which goes from 0 to 255 value. And then we will go ahead and say our image and convert that image into array scene, what I told you before. And then the rest of the code is same. So by tweaking few things here and there, we are able to get our palette. So there's that. I will see you on the next one, but for different videos on a different concept, you can check iCard. And yeah, for GitHub, you can check description. For details, you can check description. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.